President de Souza, Heads of State and Government, Prime Minister of Israel, Bibi, great to see you here. It is indeed a pleasure and an honor for me to address your summit for the first time and to be here in Liberia, the first of the African republics, with the leaders of West African countries. This part of the world is a source of hope for Africa and for the world as such. We live in a complicated moment. We live in a moment when security, fundamental freedoms, and human rights are under attack in many parts of the globe. And I know that we are united in Europe and in Africa in the mourning of the victims of any terrorist attack, as the one that took place in London yesterday night, or the ones in Mali and Niger just a few days ago. But it is not only the suffering that unites us, it's also a common determination to fight terrorism and prevent radicalization. We are united in a global challenge that requires strong institutions and open societies. And democracy continues to spread here in West Africa. Free elections have become a common feature. Peaceful transitions of power are not an exception anymore. Democracy has taken root in West Africa among the people of West Africa. Let me take this opportunity to thank Madam President, not only for her leadership inside this community, indeed remarkable, and for the work she has done to deepen our partnership. I would like to thank her for a lifetime commitment to democracy, to women's rights, and to quality education for all. A commitment that brought her to becoming the first elected woman head of state in Africa and to the Nobel Peace Prize. But despite the successes, we all know that democracy and freedom are never acquired once and for all. Just a few years ago, democracy seemed to be under threat in several parts of this region. But you have fought for your democracies, for your freedoms, both as individual countries and as a community of states. And first of all, let me say how happy I am to meet my brother, President Barrow, again here today. The events in the Gambia have given us hope. First of all, that democracy can win, and it can win with peaceful means. It's a success story, but we need to support this success story still if we want it to consolidate. We discussed this in Brussels recently. Mr. President, I would like you to know, and all the people of the Gambia to know, that you can always count on the European support, now and tomorrow. The people of Gambia stood up for their freedom and their rights, and you, the leaders of this region, together with all of us, stood on their side. You didn't leave your brothers and sisters alone, and the power of regional solidarity and cooperation proved to be incredibly strong. I know very well the path is not always easy, and the situation in Guinea-Bissau today is not encouraging at all. The only path here is a path of mediation, the same path of courage and determination that Gambia took. And I would like to thank President Condé and the ECOWAS presidency for the precious efforts on Guinea-Bissau. I know you're going to take decisions on this during the course of your deliberations. I want you to know that the European Union is ready to fully support and accompany your decisions and your steps in this concern. We Europeans believe that multilateralism and regional integration can be an incredibly powerful driver of peace and development. Your example here in West Africa demonstrates that what we have experienced in Europe is also valid in other parts of the world. But regional integration is not the only field where we see eye to eye. Just a few days ago, Europe and Africa, and I would like to thank here our friends from the African Union Commission, came together to restate our full support to the Paris Agreement on climate change. I want to thank Moussa Faki and President Condé for their leadership in this field. The people of this region experience climate change every single day. When global temperatures increase by 1 degree only, the desert advances into your villages. You can see climate change. shaping your land right here and now. It's not something far away. And we, Europeans, are not blind to what is happening. We know it's a challenge that concerns people, people's lives, and our security. So the European Union will continue to implement the Paris Agreement because it's about our planet, not out of good intentions, but because it is an investment in our own security, and also because we care about this land and we want to fight the instability that global warming is bringing to this part of the world. Again, we do this because we are reliable friends and also because we know it's the right, the smart thing to do also for ourselves.
Parce qu'elle a organisé plusieurs concertations se réunissent pour que, sans précipitation, même 170 ans d'indépendance, are coming to partner with ECOWAS. Signing ceremony. Before